you can.
Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I am Thomas, dope as Yola, whatever you want to call me. I am here with my co-host, Marty O'Neill.
What's up, folks?
What up? It's Dope as Usual podcast. We're here to talk about life, drugs, problems, accomplishments, and everything in between. Guys, we have a very special guest today. Today's guest from Pittsburgh, Chevy Woods.
Yes,
How you
sir.
doing, bro?
What's
How you
up,
doing?
man? I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. First thing, you're so much taller than I thought you were going to be, bro.
says
Fuck,
that, bro.
This fool's going to dunk on me.
I recognize that right away. Probably because I saw the video of him dunking, though. That was one of the early calls.
Everybody says that. I mean, we meet a lot of short rappers being tall, so everybody's like, I didn't expect that.
Well, everybody goes to me like, yeah, you are pretty small. What I tell you, bro. I fucking said
Were
it.
you like 6'5", 6'6"?
6'4".
Okay.
And real quick, my homies told me to ask. I have so many friends in Pittsburgh. Ryan, DJ Afterthought, all the homies over there. They asked me. Justin Boyd, I called him right before we started. I'm like, dude, what am I asking him? Personally, he goes, I don't know. He's good at bowling.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that's it, bro. That's all you got for me.
I just seen him out not too long ago too. Yeah, I mean, bowling was a thing that it was like I used to go to. I didn't like it back then. I used to go to my aunt's house on Sundays, and during we started to get into like Sunday school and Bible study, vacation and stuff that you didn't really care about for real back then. But we would go bowling, you know what I mean? So that was like the highlight of the thing. And I had a homie named Delvin Peaks, and he was a little older than me. And I seen him do how to curve and spin, and that's when it just clicked back then.
You do all that shit?
Yeah.
You ever hit a 300 game before?
Nah, 289.
Oh, every good bowler I know goes, one off.
It was so crazy because it's a short story. I hit all the strikes, and then I got to the last one, and Wiz was like, and I turned around, and everybody was on my lane watching, like waiting for me to throw this ball, and Wiz was like, don't shake nobody's hand. Just keep doing what you were doing the whole time. So when I threw the last strike, OT Genesis was like, yeah, boy, yeah, and he did like that. And so they did like that. I threw the ball, and I missed one pin. So it was like, I was like, fuck.
That's some Malcolm in the Middle shit. I know you never watched it too much, but that's some Malcolm in the Middle shit, right?
It was
there.
jinxed.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so straight off the bat, sports. We'll say it over here. New York's #1 shooting guard of all time because he only shot 1 3, but he made the
that's
bitch.
fire.
He made it. All right,
100%.
100% shooter over here.
Now you can just say it's nothing perfect, but my jump shot and Floyd Mayweather's boxing record.
Exactly.
I've been living vicariously through that jump shot ever since.
Like fucking 20 years. So, all right, real quick. You just got off a tour with Wiz and Logic. How long was that one?
I think like a month and some change, maybe a month and like a week or 2 weeks.
Straight?
Yeah, I mean 6 days a week, 1 day off
home?
on Monday.
Do you come home at all?
No.
Damn.
People say they're going on tour and then they do 4 shows in a month.
Yeah,
That's not a tour,
that's
sir.
called a run.
Yeah, that's just you being a performer.
Just make it a little
tour
run
is
real quick.
6 nights in a week. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, some days we'd get 2 days off. You know what I mean? It was cool though. I mean, except for being 6'4" and sleeping in a bunk. You know what I'm saying?
So all bus?
All bus.
Damn. Thank you so
Bus work. Oh, this is crazy, bro.
Little Sean, I like you smoke weed for real because everyone that does always has to do this. Make sure you got no hard spots. You're gonna fuck your whole joint up. You know what's up? All right,
and
first thing you did.
It has to. Anytime I get a joint in my hand, or if I roll it or anything, it has to fit the way that I'm gonna smoke it.
100. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I rolled this bitch. I'm still doing it.
Like you see how the paper's like over top,
Because these are white tips.
Yeah, I'll
I
push
never
it down
have white tips
out the way. I'll push the paper out the way.
That's what I did on this one. Look, I ripped that bitch off.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what's up.
Yep.
All right, cool. So real quick question for someone that's been on tour for a while and prior to quarantine, is there a big difference?
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, the language is different backstage where you can't have as many people as you would like to and stuff like that. And for some people, the test was there for you to take every day, COVID test.
Damn.
But I'm not one of those people that's about to run to it like every day or whatever, you know.
Make the whole staff do it every day type of shit.
Yeah, so certain situations where you have to, then there's certain situations where you're just like, whatever, I'll do it next time.
Yeah.
So the language was different. The feeling was the same because I feel like after a couple shows, it got a little lenient towards like letting people and hang out and stuff like that. So I feel like that went out the window a little, like towards the end of it. But at the beginning, it was like very serious. And a few people, you know, I don't necessarily know if it was COVID or not, but a few people got sick on tour. So yeah,
I work with a lot of comedians, and it really like shined a light on who has a real fan base, because when you had to come off the road, you had to really lean into your fan base and to just, you know, to keep your career going, basically. Did you find it as like, did you come out of that whole situation as like, as far as your career goes, like, damn, I'm actually stronger coming out of that because it forced me to kind of pivot? Because we read that you just dropped a project right before it, right?
So for me, I feel like something that was special for me, I dropped my first album in the pandemic, like first real studio album.
Oh, no shit.
And I didn't get to go out and perform none of the records at that time. So now this time I just went back and I was doing the records from off of the album. So it got me like a new group of fans because they never heard me perform Escape or the song Alive or nothing like that. So it was kind of different for them.
And a different sound.
Yeah, exactly. So seeing me not just go up there and rap, and seeing me go up there and actually had a mic stand and singing and, you know, with the words out of it, like, you know, a lot of people record, you know, and get on stage. But this time I wanted to take advantage of knowing my lyrics, knowing how the song's supposed to be performed and stuff like that. So I was just up there basically in school again, teaching myself how to do that shit. Yeah.
That's it. So that kind of gave you time to like prepare and get better, and like actually made the rollout better.
Yep.
And you say it's the first full studio album you've done. Is it more mainly just like smaller projects you've been putting out over the years?
Yeah. So I put out I mean, you know, we started to use the language of like projects and
Mixtape
went away from kind of the mixtape word, but at the same time, I put out like 18, 19 projects since I've been doing this. You know what I mean? So to actually go in the studio and really work on the album and put everything else that's a mixtape or anything else aside. Like I wasn't even taking people's like features when I was working on the album because it was just something different for me. I didn't want no other sounds. I didn't want none of that. I wanted the homies' insight that I'm around and what we're doing in the studio.
How long did you take to record it?
Honestly, I went back and grabbed a few songs that were like a year or two prior. So I mean, maybe like 4 to 6 months, but I've been working on it forever, wanting to do it. But I just had to find the right songs to place.
And how many producers were involved?
I think it was light this time. I think it was only like 6. You know
Light?
what I mean?
That's a lot. It's still a lot.
Light. Like it was light.
Oh, they
with
meant
the
light.
producers. You know what I mean? Like some of them did 2 or 3.
Gotcha.
So that's what I mean. Like it was only a couple of them.
That's cool, man.
Do you have somebody that you've like worked with for a long time that you always kind of are like, you know, randomly in the studio with all the time, or do you normally just kind of have a bunch of different people you work with?
Sledgerin, Ricky P, my boy Germ, my new homie that I'm doing a project with right now. His name is Mike Vegas. He's from the Ukraine. So when all that shit was going on, while I was like recording, I just put out the project Big Woods Season, but all the shit was going on over there. He hit me with a text and was like, "Yo, I'm not even gonna be out my house for the next 2-3 months. Like I can't leave with all the war stuff that's going on." So he was over there going through that and still sending me music and shit like that. You know what I mean? So like that gives you like a motivation to say, you know, I can't quit, and at the same time I want to help him. So he did a couple songs on the project, and then I was like, you know what? I want to do a whole project with you. And it's just me. I love his production, but I want him to get the look that he's supposed to get as well.
Yeah.
So that's
Good shit. You're bringing people up when you see it. There.
Yeah. I love to see that. That's like, I'm from Buffalo, so like for like Griselda and Derringer, like they have their own sound. Like they can go and work with a bunch of different producers, but at the end of the day, that is their sound they formed over time. Like that's something special.
Love that sound, by the way.
Yeah.
Another question about the tour. You said this is the first time you're really on stage performing those songs that you didn't get to perform. How'd you like this? Because it's a different feel, you know, when you're on the bill. Like it's like, oh, it's Chevy Woods. This is my fucking album. I'm playing right now.
I was nervous at first.
I'm surprised to hear that. You still get it.
Well, it didn't really. That's the first time in a while. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Because I was going with the song out, and I'm particular about how my voice sounds to people over big speakers. You know what I mean? So that's where I went to the studio. I hit my engineer. His name is Aaron, and I was like, "Yo, send me the track with the shit out of it." And I made sure that the sound guys on tour had the right auto tune. So we got the whole session from when I actually did it, and we brought it on tour.
Oh, wow.
So I was able to just mimic exactly what I did in the studio. So it made it kind of easier after the fact. But the first 2 shows, bro, I was singing with the words in, bro. I was fucking.
It's got to be hard to like sound right at a random venue. Every
And then
time.
I wasn't using in-ears. So like not using in-ears.
He knows.
Like
I'm,
thing.
he's talking about
You want to be able to hear
pieces?
yourself like we are right now.
Because it lets you go to that tone. You know what I mean? If you don't hear it, then you're trying to find it.
You don't know what you sound like.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm gonna just wing it, and then I figured out like, yeah, you need in-ears next time.
Damn.
I have no idea. He does music. I don't know.
I'm just guessing at this shit. I don't know.
No, that's what it is. So in-ears is just the pack that like, you know, people mic you up with when you get mic'd up and go through. Yeah.
But you've been doing huge, I'm assuming, you guys have been doing huge, massive performances and shows, massive shows since over 10 years now, right?
Since like, I want to say it started getting super crazy like 2011.
I said the same. Remember,
That's
I said
what I was thinking in
2011.
my head. I was about to say it.
I told him right before you got here. I'm like, wow. I remember when these fools were like just coming up. I told him like it's when I started moving mad packs. I was in my apartment with my roommate, and it's before Spotify, it's before all that shit. So I was on the radio. I remember I was backing up shit. I'm like, this fucking Steelers song again, bro. Are you kidding me? And I go, these fools are famous as shit now or something. I'm a Packers fan. Okay. So all I kept hearing like these fucking Steelers song. And I remember I was packing up packs on my table by the refrigerator.
Watching the Packers?
No, it was late at night. I remember I'm packing shit up and go. And that's the first time I ever remember like Taylor again. What the fuck? And my homie saying
was like
a fanatic,
a really
bro.
bad time for music too, because the internet was like hindering music at that point. Artists weren't getting paid for streams and shit. They didn't have fan bases built in like they do now. It was the end of the mixtape era, the start of the internet era, I feel like. And it wasn't, I mean, MGK was coming out right around then, right?
Yep.
You had that. Waka Flocka was coming out right around then. Really, that's it. Like that D4L style era that kind of was coming to an end.
Yeah.
And it was like that you guys had that whole sound, and you guys made weed rap cool again. Brought weed to the forefront. So it was like, I remember that whole time frame. That was the year I moved out here.
That's crazy.
Or no, it wasn't. The year before. But I vividly remember that whole chapter in music when you guys came out, just how like, it reminded me of like when LeBron got drafted. Like how big that was.
Yeah,
almost,
I mean, yeah.
in music though.
Yeah, I mean, coming from where, you know, we come from for sure. It's like corner pocket. When you say Pittsburgh, people be like, oh, the Steelers.
That's it.
And that's it. For real,
That's
you know what I
literally
mean?
all
But
I
there's
know.
a lot of talent there as well. You know, you just got to get an eye on it, and they got to do the right thing to get you to look at it. So
You guys were the
listen to
first
it.
in hip hop really to like stamp it in my mind.
Yeah, I mean,
First time I ever heard. anything
yeah,
from
but
Pittsburgh.
see, that's the thing. Growing up in Pittsburgh, we have a history of knowing who came to California and put in work. You know what I mean? So
makes
like,
sense.
there's a homie named Mailman,
Yeah.
Infinite,
Mailman, no shit.
Joe Beast. Like there's a lot of pioneers
Yeah.
that came out here, and we seen that. You know what I mean? So when you get a chance and opportunity to come out here and do some work, and I don't know what went on with their situations, but if they're not doing it anymore, then something went wrong.
Yeah.
You just look at that and be like, yo, I'm gonna try to stay out there. I'm gonna try to stay in California,
yeah.
live there, work, do what I got to do, not to be. For people to be asking you, why you come back?
What happened?
What happened?
Oh, God.
Which is not really a thing when you're working, but you know that's
it's in the back.
It's in the
It's like
exactly.
the Indiana Jones ball back there. Like, you gotta stay ahead of this shit no matter what's there, though.
Yeah.
Right.
As long as that's what you still want in life.
Of course. Yeah, that was my ultimate thing. Because I'm from up north. I was like, man, I can't move back. Once I move back, I'm not gonna come back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you know yourself, and you know like it's almost like the pride. Like, oh, you motherfucker, picking up boxes. Going,
That's a
oh,
fact. That's a fact. And it's
like you
different
gotta get out
between
again.
wanting to move back
and having.
and having
Yeah,
to move
totally.
back.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you go back and now you're back in the mode of like, now I got to get out of here again.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's like going back to a job you already quit.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And then everybody like, you came back? Like, yeah, just for a minute though.
Bro,
I'm not really back though. I'm not
See?
really back. I'm on my way back out.
short story, I failed 6th grade, bro.
You failed 6th grade?
Yeah, so the next time I went back to school, they were in 7th and I was in those same classrooms. I vowed to never be in that type of situation ever
heartbreaking
again.
shit.
Bro, it was
And you're tall? You're taller than all the 6th graders too? Fuck.
I'm like, yo, I'm supposed to be going to this gym class. But I'm going to this gym class.
Just dominating gym class.
With these 6th graders, and I'm in 6th grade again, but I feel like I'm a 7th grader, so it was weird.
Oh, damn. I don't think I've ever had anybody like, no, they held me back. Was it because of grades or you were fucking up?
Oh, I was fucking up. I also went to I went to an international studies academy. So like I had to go and take a language, you know what I mean? French, Spanish, German.
What'd your parents do?
My parents? My mom was a secretary.
My
dad was a hustler. This what happened. The neighborhood school, my mom always did this. The neighborhood schools with me, because I was the oldest, my mom always knew all the fighting and all the shit that goes on at these schools because she was a secretary for years. She was secretary for 30 years. Shit. So she knew all of the shit that was going on, and the school was literally around the corner up the street. And I would walk there, and kids been doing this for years, every year. But with me, because I was like this star sports player and everything, she shit me out. She was like, nope, you're not going to this school. And she went to the damn school. You know what I mean? So, but
she knew.
Yeah, she's like, you're not going to this school. I went to a different school. Like, I was the guinea pig for all the stuff that my brothers had to do after.
Oldest.
So because I went from the international school to the neighborhood school after, they got to go. They didn't have to go through what I went through. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
So when high school came, I wanted to go to the school that everybody fought at. You know what I mean? So she was like, nope, you're not going there. So I went to another school, which was a VOTEC, where I had to take a fucking
Tech trade.
That's a good
I
move.
took carpentry.
That's a good
Damn,
move.
your mom
Go
was
to a school
kind of
like that.
planning your life pretty good,
Bro,
though. That's kind of sick.
It's crazy, like, but she was moving me around, knowing that I was the oldest and the first, so she could see how to do with the other kids.
Yeah, we did that with my
So
kid too.
it's like,
Did you make the agreement?
We gotta
Like,
figure out.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have a say so. You know what I mean?
How much
So,
older are you than the next one? Like the one down from
2 years and 3 years.
Fuck, you're the oldest.
Yes. So like, yeah.
Damn, you're the whole 3 years in the grades too. Oh wait, 2.
Yeah.
because they held you back.
Yep.
Fuck.
So when I left, when I was a senior and I graduated from high school, she let my little brother go to the fighting school. Like she was just doing a bunch of stuff back then to try to like figure it out, which was cool though. You know what I mean? Because my brother like set a standard at the school that we were at too. And then he took that to the school that he went to. So he was like captain football team, doing all of the stuff that
So it
he
kinda
could do
worked
there.
to your benefit
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, that sucks, bro.
So, hold on, this is a running theme on the show now. Were you smoking weed while you were playing high school basketball?
Senior year. Yeah.
Started late.
Senior
Now
year.
hold on. Did you play freshman year in college?
No.
So, but Reefer took you off the court.
Nah, grades, SAT tests took me off the court.
Were
I
they
was
failing before the weed though?
No.
So
wow.
technically speaking,
No.
because it took me off the court. We decoded this a couple times.
When my senior year, when it was time to go to school, to college, I had like a 3.1
Oh,
grade
shit.
point average. So I was doing good.
Yeah.
You feel me? But when I went to go take the SAT test, I didn't get good scores. So when I went to my first year of college, it was Prop 48. I was on probation. So
off
I
the
couldn't.
bat?
So I couldn't play. I had to go through a school year
I don't
and
know about
show that I
probation.
can get the grades to be on the team.
Oh.
So I had to like make the right grades to get off of probation. So my whole thing was, I'm going to these spring practices, watching from the fence. Like looking over there, seeing everybody in uniforms, and like seeing my homies that I'm in the dorm with practicing and shit. So that was just discouraging to me. I knew what I had to do, but seeing that just threw me for a loop.
Were you rapping too? Not yet.
I was toying around with it. I wasn't really like, I didn't really care. So once I feel like I found out that I couldn't like play, I was like, all right, bet. I live 45 minutes away. Every weekend, go home, ounces of weed, come back, sell on
Oh
campus.
hell yeah.
So then the drug selling, I already knew that, how to do that. You know what I mean? Because I seen it. Like all my family was getting busy. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go there, but I'm gonna just do it up here. Like I'm gonna just sell it up here and see, like, you know what I mean? You don't think you're gonna get rich on college, but everybody know the weed man.
Any
on
money
campus.
is rich.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, anything is rich,
yeah.
bro.
So
You were doing good then. So your first year, you just decided I'm gonna be weed if you're gonna kick me off the team.
facts.
Good shit.
You lived a hybrid of my life and his life.
100%, right? Yeah, dude, I quit sports. I was a small coach bullshit. Like that motherfucker's a racist. I know he was, but anyway, he was weirdo. And I sold weed, but I would hide it on Sundays. I would go in school and I hide it in the drain pipes. I'm from up north and it's hot, so it never rains. So I hide my sacks in the drain pipes. And all through school, what do you want? 10? And I'd send my homie here. I'd go here and we'd walk around the school, come get us so no one would find our spots. Oh, bro, I crushed it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Because I stopped playing sports. I'm like, why are you playing sports? I'm fucking going in on this weed thing, just like you just said.
And they're willing to pay the top dollar. Like,
Oh, wait. And no one's got to scale your fucking 9th grade, 10th grade.
Exactly.
You're going to weigh it?
you exactly.
Bullshit. You sell yourself.
And
you
know what it looks like and what it feels. Exactly. Like, yeah, give me that $20.
Yep, I was a fucker. But I started off, hey man, we were all trying to smoke for free at that point.
Nah, I was the same way.
No, I fucking love it, dude. Yeah, it's a hybrid for sure of both our lives, Marty.
Really, literally, I was like, damn, this is trippy.
I used to stay in the dorm with football players, and they used to like go to class and shit. Then I'll just crack the window and be like,
Oh yeah.
blowing out the window and shit. They come back like, man, what are you doing?
You get kicked off the fucking team.
Exactly.
So did your mom care about the weed, or she was cool with it?
My mom was where I found the weed at.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, anytime your mom shuts the door and she puts like a towel or something by the door,
yeah.
if I can't see under the bottom of it, exactly, I know something going on. Then it started to be funny smells and shit like that. So I just traveled into a room, found a little joint that looked like this.
With no filter whatsoever,
filter,
because you
it's
know
tight as
that.
hell. I'm like,
Yep.
trying to hit that shit. Yeah. And, you know, that's where it was.
Really? That's the first time you smoked weed?
Yeah.
You stole your mom's roach. That's the first. That's the first on this show.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that.
and you guys are one of the recent legal places too, right?
Pittsburgh, it's decriminalized. It's not.
So fucking stupid.
You go to a dispensary though, right? 'Cause I know boys be getting
they got
shit.
dispensaries.
There's dispensaries, but it's just decriminalized.
It's weird. Pennsylvania is hella weird, bro.
That makes sense.
The laws are hella weird.
So you can buy it, and they won't arrest you for it, but it's not legal.
You get a card and everything.
Yeah,
so
it's just
so
a
if
card.
you got the medical card, you
I
can
got you.
go
All right,
get
yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if they catch you on the street with it, your ass is grass. I mean, anything like under an ounce, they'll probably just fucking take it off you or give you like a little ticket.
Yeah, that was like 10
It didn't
years
used to
ago
be
here.
like that though.
Yeah, you used to go to jail.
Yes.
You'd be done for
the
some
smallest.
blunt.
Yeah.
I've heard the worst things about Pittsburgh, New York.
We just went over this all
man.
last episode.
Oh, we did, huh? Yeah, we did. So real quick, so you started selling weed from there? I know you know. What's the first sack you ever sold to somebody?
What kind was it?
No, what's the first sack you ever sold to somebody? Like the first time you went, all right, I'm going to sell this fucking weed, make money on it, and I'm going to have more weed left over. Because I remember my first time I ever did. It was like one of those movies and you pause and then the narration comes up. And this is the first time I ever.
It was then
I remember
he knew.
that. Yep.
He'd be packing packs.
I remember all that
Crazy.
shit.
That's a crazy question because I can't.
No.
I can't. I mean,
Definitely a friend that you took some nugs from your mom or something and like, yo, you got $10.
Maybe no. I stole weed from my cousin before, but it was like regular weed. It wasn't like the weed. Like he used to sell. He gonna kill me for this. He used to sell regular weed to old people, so he didn't really deal with like the young dudes in the hood.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he will always have his customers
Zona, like
forever.
Ten's Zona.
I used to see like 63-year-old men. I'd be like, "Yo, where your cousin at?" I'd be like,
They're the best. They come by the same amount, the same time, same day, every week. I had a guy at Jim, the guy from Mississippi. Hey, Thomas. Fucking Southern
And that's
ass
what I
over
said.
there.
He said he liked them because it's the loyalty, and they also they don't be talking and
They gonna
saying
rob
you
you.
got this. They're not gonna rob you. They're not. You know what I
you're
mean?
fine.
And they work their way up. That's what I found out. They work their way up from like a 5 sack.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jim would only
40,
ask me
50.
for 10s.
Let me get an ounce.
Yep.
Yeah.
They be happy as hell when they get paid and
And then
come
you don't
see you. Hey,
see them a
let me
month
get-
later.
Let me get an ounce, man. Yeah, flipping their money and shit.
You
bro.
described
Like,
this shit so fucking perfect. He literally always did that. All right, well, and always some 5s and 10s. Like,
Yeah, they flip their money.
there's 20s that exist. Motherfucking damn.
Hell yeah.
Old people are fucking awesome.
So did the like weed selling escalate once you realize you're gonna fall back from sports and college and all that?
Yeah, I mean, it changed into something else. You know, I started selling a lot of other things.
Ooh,
You feel me?
different. It's a whole different game, bro. I
Yeah.
never got into that.
And for years, I was just blinded. Only thing I cared about was phone ringing, answer that phone, serve the people, go out and party, buy guns, protect yourself, wake up in the morning, same thing again. You know what I mean? For a long time.
The head on the swivel shit gets old though.
That is what I was very bothered by.
Hate that
because
shit.
it wasn't just like the neighborhood. It was like the police as well. So you got both, like it's both ways,
Yeah,
bro. Like
people
I
might
used
not
to,
know about Pittsburgh either. Pittsburgh's like Buffalo, basically, right? Like,
yes, very
Pittsburgh's
much so.
a super dangerous
Very
place.
much
You might
so.
not think about it like that.
It's super blue collar, and the police don't like you selling drugs and shit like that
Yeah.
there at all. Of
And I
course
would
not.
imagine,
It's their
like,
job, but
Buffalo's literally like when I lived there, completely segregated still by like this side of the bridge, that side of the bridge. You're on this side of town, the cops are heavily fucking with you. Like it's super like racial and shit. Like I feel like all those cities are still like that.
it's for sure because you know, and it's nothing racist about this, but it's white cops in the community. It's white task force in the community. They don't come there for no other reason. Like they're not connected with the community. They don't when they know your name, they know you from like busting you. They don't know you from like seeing you play basketball and jump out and congratulate you on something or come and shoot a couple shots with you or pitch the ball to you while you're trying to hit it. None of that, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like their whole thing is it's a super divided, like because they don't care for the community. They just want to fuck it up. So it's different. And it's like that around the whole Pittsburgh. Like you might get one black task force officer moving around with 6 white officers, but he's not even really gonna say shit. Like he wants you to get busted as well. You know what I mean? He's on that same type of time too. No type of connection, and that's where the division comes in.
Yeah.
And that's why everybody in the those neighborhoods hate the police. It's really like that.
It's the disconnect, and it's like it's anonymous. Well, I don't care about busting you. I don't know anyone that knows you. I'll never see you again or anyone affected by it.
Yeah, it's like you're the opposition instead of like trying.
It's like
to
trolling motherfuckers online.
support.
Just
something.
think about
care.
this though.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me a time where you're going to see 8 black cops on patrol in a white
in life,
neighborhood.
ever.
So you know what I
Man,
mean?
that was a crazy. I just try to imagine that shit. That does not exist.
Exactly. So it's just there's. I mean, I'm not saying all cops are bad because there's
No.
definitely cops that are doing
It's
all of these
different in
things.
these cities, though. I was
Yeah,
talking
it's
about it
different.
last episode. Like,
It's different where we're from.
yeah, they're all up in your lives. Like we were saying, with like just random checkpoints everywhere. Just like realizing they're just following you, and they eyed you from a side street. Now they're just kind of like stalking you a little bit throughout the neighborhood. Like that doesn't happen in regular places like
That
this.
doesn't happen
Like,
in Merced like that unless you are straight up wearing flags. Because I'm from a small spot that, I mean, I was good. I wasn't worried about cops when I was selling packs. It was motherfuckers kicking my door in the night. That's what I was worried about.
Gotcha.
Cops over there, it's more of just, they got meth heads and fucking dealers to worry about. Like weed for me, like that's why I was saying, oh, you're in a different thing. Once you start stop selling, when you selling something else, it's over. Like you're on your head on the swivel. You're always checking your car. You're looking at because it's over, man. Like anyone wants everything you got at all times,
That's a fact.
no matter what.
Thomas from the meth capital of America.
Yeah, it's bad over there up north where I'm from. But it's, I mean, you know where Fresno is?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little town right outside of Fresno, Merced. You guys definitely never played. Never played there. It's
No,
too small. It's too small.
Did we?
No way. There's
Bro,
no fucking
I'm telling
way.
you, I think we were there before.
Really?
Trust me, I think we were there before years ago.
It had to have been so long ago.
Isn't that where David Carr is from?
Oh
He played?
shit! Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, you really do know.
No, I know.
Yeah, man. That's exactly where he's from.
So how many like? Is there a number like how many countries, how many like cities you've been to? Like have you been all like damn near every continent all around the world?
Not Asia. No.
Is that because of the weed shit? You guys didn't want to travel to Asia because you go to jail.
That's the other.
I mean,
variable, yeah.
if I got a chance to go to Asia, I'm just going to abide by the rules.
For sure. Fuck
I'm
yeah.
not about to go try to break them in another country.
Nah, especially not there.
Yeah, I don't know how laws are. Like, I'm not going there to know how the laws are. So
Figure
I'm
it
not
out from
fucking
their
going
jails.
there to do nothing wrong. So yeah, like Dubai, we had to fly to Dubai. We had to not smoke for like 48 hours or something like that. So
That's a change.
yeah, for sure. Is it? A lot of water, push-ups, the UFC fights.
Straight bored. I feel you just get bored, bro.
They got like hashish, but you gotta like know somebody and shit like that because a lot of people are afraid to even do some shit over there.
Is it tough for you guys to just travel in general, or back in the day was it like were they extra fucking with you because you're like the weed dudes?
Nah, I mean, only places like we really get fucked with, and they didn't even really fucked with. You got to do it, but crossing the border to Canada
Oh yeah, no matter what.
is always a thing because just think about this. This is what people don't. This is just coming from the inside. Like, if we're moving on a bus with 11 people, right, and we're about to cross the border, I have no idea what tricks these 11 people are. Or two of them are about to try to do. Like if they're trying to bring something, you know what I mean? You know you're good, but that all runs through my mind. I'd be like, who's about to try to some shit?
I never thought about it like that.
You know?
Because you guys are all getting in trouble. You know what I mean? It's not like one of you.
Bro.
You guys are all done.
And then it's when you see the dog, like you just
So this has happened to you before?
Yes.
Oh shit, okay. So where were you at that this happened? They put the dogs in you because obviously it's the tailor. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
they put the dog
synonymous
everywhere
with smoking.
because the thing about it is like, of course, like there's a night like we'll do the show. We'll do a show in another spot, and then let's just say we did a show in Buffalo, and then we got to cross the border because we're so close. It's the next show because of the routing is in Canada, so we'll go that night, cross the border, and when we get to the border, it's like 4 to 5 buses. So they got to check every one, you know what I mean? But while we were doing the show, the morning of, they'll tell us no smoking on the bus at all. So it won't smell like weed. But the bus driver will also go clean it and then come back and then get us and then we'll cross the border. Well, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, some people's bags got checked. There was certain shit in there. Sometimes, you know, sometimes they throw the shit away and just look the other way and don't take the people, you know? So...
Because I could see it going either way with like the superstar treatment. Like they might be bigger dicks to you guys, or you guys might just get away with whatever you want. Like I could see it.
It's 50-50. It's 50-50.
Depends on where you're at, man.
Yeah. I never really like, I mean, I tried some shit and I got away with it, but yeah, that's no hair there.
It happened.
I don't need nobody to know the trick that I did to do it, so.
There's a lot of them. And I guarantee you, every cop, there's 5 people, I know every fucking trick in the book.
Exactly.
And they do.
Done a tutorial on the shit on YouTube.
I probably have, man. My mom is very violent. So if I got caught with some shit, I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? Especially when she's like, you better not be doing drugs. You better not, because my mom had me at so young that I was on a strict no gang shit growing up in gangland, right? Which is good because I'm fucking nice. And a lot of my homies grew up gangbangers. So I was the master of hiding shit in my house because, you know, the wrath of people. And I don't know if your mom's scared because she smoked weed. So my mom didn't smoke weed. She does mushrooms and shit. She asked me for shrooms now. It's a whole different thing now that my mom, she's been on the show. My mom gets high, right? Where you're sitting.
Shit,
you
that's
know?
fire.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, she was Joe Pesci. Like she'll fucking beat the shit out of me for nothing. So I'm the master of hiding shit. Like I used to, you remember posters, just tack them up? You know, we're before motherfuckers that had frames. We're all probably the same age, right? So I used to just put all my weed lined up behind my posters and tack them up. And every day, right when I'm leaving the school, just take the 2 pins out, bang, it all fall. Put it in my backpack and take off.
That's smart.
Like on some prisoner shit. Yeah, on some fucking convict shit.
That's some weed head MacGyver shit.
I had to, man.
I like that. I like that. What poster was
It's
it?
not bad.
It was a Cheech and Chong poster.
What the fuck?
An
Your
Up
mom
and
was
Smoke
slipping.
poster. But she showed me it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I thought that
You
was
got to
pretty
tell
funny.
him that next time.
I know. I'm like, yo, you saved my ass a few times.
What was it? Shout out Tommy Chong. What game was it? The Rams game?
The Rams game.
You want to tell him?
This fool's repping all of our gear. He's awesome.
They cut to him at the Rams game, and he had his dope as usual shirt on.
So
and then-
sad. He's throwing his jersey. I'm like, yo, I love this man. Didn't even ask for it. I appreciate it, man.
Right. He didn't even ask to be on camera. But shit.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't even ask. He just like, he
It
was
just
standing
all
up.
happened.
It was sick.
That's fire.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the ad break, and this episode is sponsored by Miller Lite. As you guys already know, Miller Lite is the official beer of the Dope As Usual podcast. Miller Lite is the beer for beer drinkers that like the taste of beer and not hot dog water. And you guys know what I mean by that. There's light beer out there that tastes like literal trash, and then there's Miller Lite. So guys, every time you drink a Miller Lite, remember, you're supporting Marty and I. You're supporting this podcast. Thank you so much. If you're watching this podcast as it comes out, Monday Night Football is about to start. Make the Monday Night Football perfect. Grab Miller Lites and think of us. Right now, you go to MillerLite.com/YOLA. That's going to take you to a landing page, as always, and that landing page shows you everyone that delivers beer in your area. And if you haven't been drinking, right now go to any store on the planet that sells beer and grab yourself a 12-pack. For all the non-fat guys out there, remember, 3.2 grams of carbs, 96 calories per 12-ounce can. Always remember, guys, do not drink and drive. From Marty and I on the Dope As Usual podcast, we preach it all the time. Please don't drink and drive. So once again, go to MillerLite.com/YOLA. That'll take you to the landing page for everyone that delivers. If not, go straight to the store. Celebrate responsibly from the Miller Brewing Company in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Guys, it's Halloween. It's scary. Luckily, our friends at Manscaped just launched their 4th generation performance package. Make sure your pumpkins are getting the ultimate carving experience this Halloween.
It's hard to feel super confident when your dick and balls are super gross. So unlock your confidence with the Performance Package 4.0.
We got all the pubic products featuring advanced skin-safe technology, starting with the Lawnmower 4.0. It's waterproof, easily the best piece of ball trimming equipment you can buy online.
The big game changer when it comes to men's hygiene is the Weed Whacker for ear hair, nose hair. It's skin safe. No tugging, snagging, nicking. All that stuff is gone with Manscaped.
We're sealing the deal with the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant, the Crop Reviver Ball Toner. Your balls will thank you. You're balling out of control for Halloween.
And Manscaped is not just about trimming and cutting hair. They've just introduced the new Body Buffer. And the Body Buffer is an antibacterial body scrubber to keep yourself clean and hygienic. So right now, go to www.manscaped.com/YOLA. 20% off of anything and everything and free shipping to your house.
We're throwing in 2 bonus gifts. We got the Manscaped Boxers, the Manscaped Performance Bags. Again, that's 20% off and free shipping with code YOLA at manscaped.com.
So speaking of sports, I asked Justin, he goes, he's a real good basketball player. I'm like, damn it, Justin. I called you for a reason, motherfucker.
Tell me something different.
Tell me something else. I couldn't have just, hey, Google.
Yeah.
Chevy Woods good at basketball. So you used to play basketball. We talked about that. Was it a serious thing that you took? Like you could have went to,
First tattoo, and then this was remember and
Oh
one.
shit, he's
I
got
had
the and one
I had
guy.
the and one man.
Oh.
So like,
I thought I was hot sauce, so I understand.
go.
yeah, like it was crazy. Like I won dunk contests. I played in summer leagues. Got paid to play in summer league. Shit like that. You know what I mean? So I took it super serious. When I graduated from high school, I was averaging like 25 points a game. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. The essay once you fail that SATs,
Wow, that shit really derailed you.
it like Notre Dame came to the school, like literally to the fucking the Votech high school that I went to, like to recruit, like in person. You know what I mean? Some shit that never happened at our school before. So it was like that level.
Did you guys have a really strong program? Or?
No.
Damn.
So they came for
trash
you,
program.
man. They came to look at you.
Then when I got there with my brothers and my homies from my neighborhood, like 6 to 8 of us end up going to that school, and we all were like no more than 2 years apart. So once we got to that school, whole dynamic changed. We start playing sports, whole shit start changing. We had terrible uniforms. We end up getting Nike shit. Nice. You know what I mean? Like we changed the whole shit. And then 2 years after I fucking graduate, they shut the school down, and it's apartments now. It's like, I'm like, damn, I wanted the chance to go back and be alumni and have the whole little, you know what I mean? Damn. So
dude, they just erased your whole school history.
Whole school out of there, bro. So when I go to the South Side, I got to see the school, and it's just people like with their dogs in the fucking yard and shit. That's crazy, bro.
Oh, bro.
It's crazy to see. They kept the stadium, though. That was the good thing about where I went to high school at. We never had to travel. So I went to a public school. You know, it was still public school. So we never had to travel to go to play football. The stadium was right there, and the whole city league played at that stadium.
We're said same thing.
So it was like a nice turf and like all of that shit. So everybody played there. We practiced and played there. They practiced on like grass and then played there on Saturdays. but that was like our stadium where
Yeah,
everybody played. So
Yeah.
that was a cool
You guys
part.
were more legit.
Yeah, that was the cool part about it. People hated us for that too.
Oh, dude, I can imagine. There's a school, the nice school in my town. They got a fucking pool now, like in like a volleyball shit. Like,
Pisses you off.
well, I would have never used it. It's like, yo, I could have smoked weed there at fucking during football games at night because that's where all the bad kids go. You know, during football games, everyone sneaks off to the sides. You remember that day?
Yeah.
So basketball, and that was something serious. Who were you looking up to as a kid? Because I'm trying to, based on ages, I'm like, I think I can guess, but who was your idol as a kid? Because if basketball is all you're about growing up.
Not Michael Jordan, like everybody else. I ain't saying like that,
Yeah.
but
I know,
it just wasn't
was a different
storybook.
era.
It was like actually Scottie Pippen. You know what I mean?
I thought you were gonna say like Iverson, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Okay. Pippen's a legit answer. That's a real
Rasheed
sportsman.
Wallace when he was at North Carolina. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Awfully specific.
Yeah, super specific about it, for sure.
Yeah, it's
Man,
full
that's
of
a
fanatic,
real
too.
answer.
Like
I'm
this,
not like that though. I don't.
I know, but the only when I asked for basketball, Marty, what's going on here? I follow football heavy. Basketball, I like it. I'm just not going to be here naming off 60 fucking legends right now.
Yeah.
Right.
But Pittsburgh didn't have a team though, right?
No.
So who did you lean towards a team?
Wait, holy shit, they don't got a team.
The, basketball?
Yeah.
I mean, when I used to like Pippen, but I still like the Knicks. Like I was a Knicks fan. Larry Johnson, Starks, Charlie Ward, all of that. You know what I mean? And then I was a fan, and they got Carmelo, and he's one of my favorite players as well. So I stuck around for that, hoping that something was going to be crazy, and then I realized how much I like Carmelo. So I'm like, fuck that team shit. Wherever Melo go, that's where I go.
okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, I went to Portland. I went to all the places. You know what I mean? Houston.
I went to all the places.
You know what I mean? Oklahoma City. Like, I was a fan of all these teams while he was there. I'm no way right now. Like, one thing I couldn't be was a fan of the Lakers
Oh, why? Why is that?
because I'm a Trailblazer fan at heart with Lillard. You know what I mean? So that's
This
what
goes back deep.
Yes, it's real
His childhood
intricate, bro.
grudges.
It's super deep for me. Like, you know what I mean? I really like certain people's games, and that's what I'm attracted to when I watch it. So I'm like, every play he's doing, like he's giving his all. You know what I mean? That's how I felt about Melo. That's how I feel about Lillard. It's a lot of players that do that, but I just like their game, personality, social media presence, like all of that
Okay,
shit.
you're a fan.
Have you ever
a
gotten to
fan.
break
You
the shit
actually
down to
watch
one
it.
of them? Like, have you ever talked to Carmelo and been like,
Nah, you know what? It's crazy. We were in New York, and they had shut some place down, I guess, that we were going to eat. And I was with my homie Skate at the time and his manager, I think, James. We went down in this little building, and it was like shut down. They was playing nice music, bartender still going. We get down the steps. I look to the left. I'm looking at the table. They didn't tell us none of this. I look over, and there's Carmelo with like 3 of his homies. Bro, I don't know. I went blank. Like, I looked over, and I think we the same age, bro. Or like, he's a little younger than me, like maybe a year or 2. And I just looked over, and I was like, damn, that is him. And I just froze and like went over there, and they introduced us, and everybody shook hands, and I ain't say nothing.
Oh no!
I didn't say none of this shit I was supposed to say. I was just every time I would like we had like food on the table. Every time I would eat like some food, I'd be like, I can't believe he's sitting right.
Wait, you had dinner at the table?
oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just went and said what's up.
No, we sat there. It was like an hour or two just chilling, bro. Like, it was having conversations. Of course, we was talking shit, but I never got out none of the shit that I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I was fanned out.
Damn.
I was like,
Damn,
this
on the
is
way
crazy,
home, he was fucking punching that air. I know it.
bro.
Oh, fuck.
And I went to the hotel room, was like, dude, you just fucked up. You didn't say none of this shit. But it was cool as fuck, though, honestly.
Oh, of course, of course.
Like, he was chilling.
You're more of like, am I going to fuck it up if I say some shit? But
I didn't even think about that. I didn't think
wasn't
about
like that at all?
I just froze. That's all it was. I just froze on the wording, what I wanted to say. I just froze. I didn't want to be like, yo, man, I fucking love your basketball game, my boy. Like, been following you since Syracuse.
start
I
breaking
know
down his
you
whole
went there
career.
and did the one and done and won a championship. You went to Oak Hill. Like, I know all of this shit.
Well, I had
when
the
you-
Oak Hill jersey.
See, I remember when you played LeBron on TV. Like, I remember all of that shit. That's what I was supposed to say.
Damn.
I fucked it up.
Well, Carmelo. No, I'm just kidding. This
Shout out
fool
to Melo, man.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh man,
Man, Carmelo and LeBron came in on the same draft class. People forget that. That was like 04. That was the year I graduated, I'm pretty sure. LeBron, Carmelo, and Darko, who just went off into obscurity.
Millibum. He's trash.
damn. You guys watch basketball because I don't know who the fuck that last name was.
That's the last draft class I know anything
Yeah,
about.
he's trash. No, he went before Melo.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, he went
Melo's
2.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, he went before Melo, and he was garbage.
Really?
Pure garbage.
It was he had to live in obscurity for his whole career, being drafted between LeBron and Carmelo.
Oh, it never did nothing. Oh, that's
He's like this
that's worse than the
foreign dude.
6th grade shit.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
That's worse
Come
than the
home
sixth
like
grade shit.
what? I don't know. I couldn't dunk like them.
Yeah.
Shit. That fucking sucks. Oh, dude, I had something in my head. It just flew away. You motherfucker.
Well, I was wondering, completely different topic,
Mm-hmm.
being from Pittsburgh. First of all, we just found out Christina Aguilera is from Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Nobody knows about that.
Outskirts, but yeah.
Yeah, technically.
For
You
sure.
guys claim her though, right? Like,
I mean, I guess people do.
It's a nice way of saying, yeah.
the voice of music in Pittsburgh.
I mean, I guess so.
You get to decide.
Look it up. Look it on Google and see if that says where she.
That's where I found it. So
All right,
yeah,
it
I
says
guess so.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or does it say another?
I said famous musicians from Pittsburgh. She came up.
Okay.
Oh shit. I mean, I have no idea.
I want to know what her address was like back then.
Oh,
It
where she
did say
grew up
outside.
at?
That'll
Yeah.
say a lot.
Oh, I got you.
She's from a neighborhood. That's the thing. Wherever we can find that out,
That'll say
then
a
I'll
lot.
tell you.
Okay, all right. I'll do further research. Figure that out.
I'll tell you.
But did you know Mac Miller?
Yes, for sure.
And do you have any like memories or anything you'd like to highlight? Because he's kind of tied into this show just through Justin and like the whole
Yeah, I mean
Pittsburgh
all the
connections,
fucking
like,
shows and all the shit,
got
and
photos
all
of
the
him in his
spot,
house.
and but Justin, Q, and Ryan, those are more of like those are my homies. So like when they're in town, I'm like, yo, let's go over there, let's go to his house. I'm like, all right. But also when he was sober, like, yo, let's not smoke over there. I'm like, dude, just invite me when he's not there, because I don't want to come over there like, yo, Thomas, you had a pound? I'm like,
Right,
no, he's not smoking. I don't know. And they always knew that, like, nah, bro, let's just wait.
right.
So that's more of my shit. Like Justin stays in my. He was here last week. He stayed in my house all week.
Yeah.
Like I see these fools. I got off the phone with Ryan this morning. Like we're just, you know what I mean? Like we're more on the friend. Like those are my homies. Mm-hmm. And everybody else, you know, it's like it's more of, oh, we're at the show. Hey, nice to see you again, bro. Let's smoke a joint. But these fools are the ones sleeping at my house. Like we're chilling, going to their house. So I think that's more of what Marty was saying. Like that whole crowd of that's how I started. Like in the weed community shit was at Red Rocks when all these fools were playing over there. It's the first day I met all those dudes because I was doing like weed content and shit. Mm-hmm. And it's just weird to see like the growth of everyone and what they're doing. Like Q's with Earth Gang and everybody's doing all their thing. It's cool to see it years later. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I always say being from Pittsburgh is that if we were looking down on it, there's a select few people that you can pluck and put them anywhere, and they're going to be able to be successful and do what they got to do. And I'm not saying like that's not everybody, you know what I mean? But given the opportunity for the right people, they're going to be successful with it. And that's why like I'm proud of somebody like Q. You know what I mean? Because no matter what, you know, rest in peace, Mac Miller for sure. He set up to do exactly what he feels, whatever he wants to do, honestly. Because he knows how to move about that pace anyway. So he just found what he liked, the people that he liked, and he's, not recreating, but he knows what to do. He knows how to fit in perfectly.
Yeah.
With Mac, I think I met Mac when he was like 16, maybe.
Oh, wow.
16. I think that's around the time. I think 16 or 17 is when we did Paper Route. That was on the Kids mixtape.
Damn,
And
2010.
yeah, and he was like, "Yo, Kev the Hustler, bro. Like, that was my name back then. He was like, I didn't know how to ask you, but could you you think you could put a hook on this song? And I was like, yeah, bet. I put the hook on. Then when I came out the booth, he was like, no, you put a verse on it for me.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So he was always the cool kid at the studio, always laughing, hanging out, having a good time. You know what I mean? So we always just caught up. We all used to catch up, like, on Twitter and sometimes in person, because little did he know, or little did people know, I was staying with Wiz for a good while, for like a year, before I actually moved out here. And, he was dating somebody back then, and fucking Mac was living at the house. Was dating somebody that was living at the house next door. So I will always see him here and there.
Oh,
and
got you.
know what I mean? Passerby type shit. So it was like super sad, like the day my manager, Will, had called me and was like, you hear about Mac? And when somebody says that to me, immediately it's like, I'm already thinking it's bad. You know what I mean? And then he gave me the news, and that shit was super fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I literally had to do, like, I couldn't, like, get back in the car and be like, oh shit, let me hurry up and go back to the crib. This is fuck. Like, I had literally had to go do something else to just, like, zone out. And then once I got back to the crib and started seeing on the news and the internet and shit like that, it was like, damn, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because one of my good homies was with him the night before. You know what I mean? So that was just like it was a weird time.
It was a weird
for everybody, honestly.
It was weird as hell. My birthday's September 6th, and that was September 7th. And like at midnight, Justin and everybody's calling, like, yeah, fuck yeah, you gonna come to town? Like, yeah, we got some photo shoots and shit to do. And I wake up, I'm like, what the fuck? Shit can change so fast in like 8 hours.
Right.
It was a weird night. It was a weird, numb, weird thing.
For sure.
Still, kind of
Still, for sure.
Yeah.
Still.
I forget a lot.
You still feel it
Because
from
I'm still a
fans,
fan.
too.
I'm still a fucking fan at heart. First off, my first thing I ever did with Rosie at that concert, she's like, there's a guy, Mac Miller. I'm like, who is that? I went to Paid Dues, MERS and all them, their festival. And I was in the back and I saw hundreds, maybe thousands of people rush this stage. I'm like, who the fuck is this white kid? And I didn't know any of the songs, but I saw these people fucking like damn near crying, loving this shit. And that's before I knew Tree J. I'm like, who's this fucking dude with the afro? And you know what I mean? Then Tall Ass Justin, I didn't know these people yet.
Right.
I don't know, they'd be some of my best homies in the year, but it's just such a weird, like, I think about that first thing, like, wow, who is this fucking kid? The first thing I ever saw was like, Jesus Christ. And the first people were rushing, like, Kendrick Lamar's. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
And if you look at it,
That
like,
shit's crazy.
their age range is younger than us. But if you look at, like, the people that were, like, in Most Dope, you know what I mean? You could look at that and you see, like, we were the blueprint, you know what I mean, to how it's supposed to look. So that comes from Pittsburgh. That's like Pittsburgh on Pittsburgh. Like, back then, we all used to be at the same studio. So we all seen what each other were doing. And once shit took off, whoever it was going to be in situation, we would know how to do it. So it was like, they went that way with their group, and we went this way with our group, but we were all in the same building.
I love to hear
doing
that.
the same shit. You know what I mean?
Pre-Black
Night
and
after
Yellow,
night.
his success.
Yes. Every night, bro. Like, had to take turns on engineers and like stuff like that, trying to book out the most hours and shit like that. It was like a real healthy competition back then. So
It's cool.
The blueprint was like like that. You know what I mean? Once I think Wiz caught the wave of, he already knew what he wanted to do. And I'm not saying Mac didn't, but I wasn't around Mac as much, so I don't know what he wanted to do. So, but I can tell by how he put the cameraman, the engineers.
It looked great from the start.
Exactly. So it was like the same thing that Wiz had orchestrated, and then Mac
That's a
orchestrated
great
his
point.
team.
How long had Wiz been grinding music before Black and Yellow?
I'm guessing I met him when he was, this is what people don't know, I didn't know Wiz when he was a kid. So I met him when he was like 16, 17, same time. You know what I mean? I met him when he was like, I think Mac was 16 and Wiz was 17 at the time. You know what I mean? And they both went to the same high school.
Oh, shit.
So like I met them kind of like similar times, but I knew Wiz before
That's
Mac
crazy.
because I didn't really see Mac at the studio until a little later. And then I started seeing him with all his homies and shit like that after the fact.
Do you know they went to the same high school?
No, I had no idea.
Damn, so they really like grew up together.
Yeah, they grew. I don't know if they grew up
To a
together.
point, you go to
Yeah,
high
to a
school
point for
together.
sure. You go to high school, you spend some hours with.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
that's who you figure out who your friends are for real. You know what I mean? So yeah, they went to the same high school. I'm pretty sure that they knew of each other for sure because Mac was making videos at the high school, and I think Wiz was about to graduate at the same time.
First video I saw was his La 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 video on the porch with his boys. I was like, this is like a fucking parallel dimension. It looks like my little brother over here.
Fuck
it's my mom's
Yeah.
porch. The shit was crazy.
Yeah, when I first saw like that whole vibe of everybody, it's more of like, oh, these are homies that are just coming up.
Right.
With everything. Like I said, when I heard Taylor Gang was my homie Sang, shout out to Sang because he's a fucking fanatic. He's everything. Showed me everything. Had all the
Sang.
CDs on the MP3s, downloading on fucking LimeWire. He was going hard on. You remember those days, man? You guys remember
Oh,
that
of
shit?
course.
Making a
I
mixtape
was
on a
telling-
CD and shit.
I was telling my kid
share.
on the way to school today, I used to go in with the list. Have kids make like the little, I was like the fucking,
Oh, you were that kid.
they'd circle what they want. I'd come back
Oh
and
yeah, that's fire.
I had a homie that did that too. He would charge you $1, and you had to bring the blank
Turn out
CD.
the insert and shit. Yeah.
Oh, damn! You did
yeah,
that.
yeah, of course.
Oh fuck! Oh yeah, of course.
You wrote the songs out for people?
No, you just print out the cover,
Okay.
put it in the
Never
little
did
sleeve.
that in my
Okay.
life.
Oh yeah.
Some
That's like the
bootlegger shit,
bootleg
yeah.
DVD shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like yeah, same shit.
Damn, Marty. No, I just bought him at the flea market.
He's from the hood, bro.
Yeah, Marty definitely is.
No, that was a Smack DVD era. That shit, I had all
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
You know what's up.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
of course.
All right, real quick before I forget, because that's what I was trying to say earlier. And one, you got the tattoo on your arm. You are fucking legitimately like
talk
a
about
fan.
And1
We
every
talk about and one every damn other episode, bro. I say I'm escalated every 5 seconds. I'm not. But where did you first see that? I remember the first time I ever watched and one. I was into basketball so heavy as a kid.
They used to make you buy those fucking shoes or the shorts to get it. You remember that shit?
no.
We talked
from
about
eBay.
basically Mexico,
On eBay,
Marty.
bro.
eBay. Oh, okay.
Flea
yeah.
markets.
Oh
bro.
no, matter of fact, not eBay, the East Bay book.
Oh shit!
That's
East
where,
Bay.
That's
Bay was
where.
my shit.
Yeah,
was
the
my
East
That's
Bay
one
book.
thing all you internet kids will never know
Oh,
about.
the hype of seeing a new East Bay magazine at my grandma's house.
Yes.
Fuck.
See,
Shit I can't afford, but I'm gonna stare at it.
bro, I'm the same way. I was the same way,
Oh my god! you
and that's
brought
where I
back a
really
memory.
seen like I started to get into hoop shoes because I just could see them, but I couldn't afford them. Like you
hoop
said,
shoes?
basketball shoes.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
basketball
I thought
shoes.
you meant like a brand.
We call it hoops. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Just like you say, you might say soda, right?
You say
I
pop?
say, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
So-
you're one of the pops.
Yeah,
He's
you
a
feel
pop.
me? It's-
Organs
that's-
pop too. We had this whole
This was a
discussion with
heated fucking
somebody.
debate on the
But you
episode.
know what? Out here, people get on you so much about it that I
say
just
pop?
start calling it by its
But
fucking
you
name.
feel like a traitor.
I'm
though.
like, yo, let me get a
me get a
Coke.
Coke.
Let me get a Pepsi.
that's smart.
Let me
Okay,
get a
yeah.
Mountain Dew.
All right. I
Oh
like that.
man, you got a little loophole there.
Yeah, I was like, man,
Then I
I'm
started
sick of this
argument.
shit. And like, yo,
I moved to Oregon with my dad, and everybody says pop in Oregon. Not here. We say soda. I never heard someone say pop till I fucking went to school. What do you keep asking for?
you say
you mean I
you
want a
say sub.
sub?
Like
you mean
the
like a sandwich?
sandwich,
I
yeah.
never said in my life.
You never said it.
They
What
don't
you call
have
it?
sandwiches. out
Sandwich.
You can call it hoagie.
I heard that first time I was in high school. What the fuck you mean, a hoagie? I ain't never heard that shit in my life. Also, I'm from the Mexican ass part of
I'm just
California.
saying.
You know?
Yeah.
I moved to Oregon and everybody's saying pop, and my dad finally said it one day. I was like, "You fucking traitor,
Damn.
you motherfucker!"
That's how people really feel about it, though.
It was just a joke because we're the only Mexican family in the whitest town in Portland ever.
Yeah.
Clackamas.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't do it, Dad. Don't fucking change.
No, subs are like white people burritos to your
White people burritos, you
Buffalo.
motherfucker.
Buffalo chicken sub.
Yeah, like it
subs?
is. Like sub shops to Buffalo in these cities, like same fucking thing.
I ain't never seen anything say sub on this.
There's no-
Subway.
a sub shop doesn't exist in Orange County.
Their shit isn't hoagie. That's not a hoagie.
Hoagie
though.
just the bread that you cut on one side, right?
Yeah, but it's a lot more done. It's like a pocket. It's like in the pocket.
Damn, you guys know what the fuck you're doing because
I've never-
our
I've
food
not- yeah,
sucks over
like-
here, bro. We're like a
It
melting
kinda-
pot of like, you got okay Mexican food over here, we got good Mexican food over here, and then there's sandwiches.
Yeah.
It's pretty much California.
So no, the and1 thing came just in high school too. Like I was watching of course, the DVDs and shit like that.
Yeah.
And Ali Mo, rest in peace, was my favorite player. So that's where that whole and one thing came in. I wore the shoes to basketball camp. Had my mom buy me the shoes and shit like that. I really thought I was gonna get on that DVD back then.
Dude, I think we all did. Yeah. I was the smallest guy here, and I thought like they need a brown kid on there. Come on, I'm over here doing the ball like this, thinking I'm this shit. Yeah. I can't fucking shoot threes, but I can juke the shit out of people because I'm short.
That could happen. I could see that.
Tight,
they let the
bro.
professor come in. Like
he is on a different level, sir. That is a whole different statement. Yeah. Thank you for including me in the same league as the professor. I think I could fake him out if I went, look over there, motherfucker, and I run.
Yeah.
But I
he's super dope too.
Like, still watches YouTube. Like, it pops up on my recommended because they know. They know I want to watch that shit.
He did what he was supposed to, parlay that shit into just being you forever. Like,
it's just him. My fiance Rosie, during quarantine, she had never seen And One. And I let her start from episode 1. Oh, I forgot the vlogginess of that shit. They're going tour to tour, signing shit. And then season or like episode 5, like, oh, there's fans. Yeah. There's fans swarming them now. Like, dude, And One was my
city to city. I mean, it was touring. You know
it was crazy.
It was like tour, but with basketball.
That's where I learned how to do montages, I think.
Oh, when you're editing.
Think about it. They were doing vlog montages.
They were doing vlogs for YouTube. And One started that. Yeah, VH1 Life, True Life, Follow Me on the Road type. Behind the music, it was And One. Ooh, I love that shit. Ooh,
I never realized that.
I guarantee you my grandma still got my DVDs.
Damn.
Can you go buy DVD players now still?
It's PlayStation.
It's like some vintage shit.
PlayStation.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't even, I don't know where you could buy a DVD player.
Yeah.
Man.
I just wanted to just check and see.
I found my VHSs the other day. I only got Home Alone, Batman Returns, and Space Jam.
Damn, I don't own any VHSs.
I had to keep those. Remember from McDonald's? You used to go to McDonald's, you can get it, the tapes.
I don't remember that.
Damn, how does no one
Was it the
remember
full
this?
movies?
Yeah, on VHS, like when Wayne's World came out.
I'm a Blockbuster.
See, I went to McDonald's. My grandma like, it's $6 and you can buy Batman.
We
it had
didn't
McDonald's
have that.
logo
That didn't
on
exist,
it.
Yeah.
Damn, I have it in my house. I'll just send you a picture of this shit.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
That's crazy.
Damn, nobody remember. Why do I feel like I'm the only motherfucker that remembers this shit?
I don't know.
Maybe it's just Merced. Maybe it's some bootleg ass Merced.
I don't know.
Shit.
Yeah, that was like some off-brand shit they were just slinging themselves.
Probably.
Now, would you consider yourself a weed snob? Are you super like particular about what you get?
Not snob. I just know what I don't want and know what I do want, and I experimented with shit, and I know what I like and what I don't like.
So, what do you usually go for?
OG
All day.
Joints?
Simple, yeah.
Same. All day, every day. And I don't care if I'm tired. I don't know. A lot of people are like, you're sleepy all the time. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I don't want to smoke hybrids. I'm good.
Yeah, they'll fuck them up for a week.
Burns my throat. Shit.
And there's certain people that I get around that I know they're like picky about their weed too, so I don't mind smoking with them. So like Burner, of course.
Clean weed.
Wiz, of course. Just my brother, you know what I mean? Both my brothers, actually.
Oh, your little brother. Oh, okay. I didn't even ask, but you always ask. What do they do now?
My little brother actually lives out here. We actually live together, and he works alongside me and Wiz and the rest of the Taylor gang. Yeah.
No shit.
Multiple things, you know what I mean? So yeah, but he's a weed head, bro. Like sometimes I don't be understanding. I be like, yo, I wish you would stop fucking coughing in there.
Is he dabbing and nothing?
All of that.
I knew it's like he's out there. Like that means he's dabbing. He's got the timers. He's the hash guy.
Yeah, all of that. I don't fuck with none of that.
Oh, that's
I just
all
do
my
the flower.
Shit. Oof. I get it. All my homies are in this industry, so it's like, yo, let me try that fucking concentrate juice nectar. You just made.
Well, he was like that too, but it's almost like a good thing now because he was smoking those fat ass joints like constantly throughout the day at OG. Right now, he just takes a little couple.
Yeah, I just take hella dabs throughout the day for the past couple
rips off the
months, but I think it's the weed I always
do
miss,
it, bro. Dabs are just not me.
It puts you out. It's pretty much your day's over. Yeah.
I've seen too many people like
the Roscoe episode,
pass out.
The Roscoe clip fucking scarred all of us, bro.
I've seen a 300-pound man fall down the steps.
Oh, you see
after doing one of those.
You see the one in the smoke shop where the guy goes through the weed container at the dispensary.
See what I'm saying? Like,
I passed that off a dab too. So
that flower right there is that weed not gonna make you do that.
No, wait, real quick. You ain't never got the cough so hard you have to like pause. You never got that off the weed. You don't smoke bongs then, huh?
here and there.
Oh,
Not
you're just a
really.
joint smoker then.
Yeah, I just.
Oh, then you know what you want. There it is. Yeah, you know exactly what you want to smoke. Yeah. Do you have anything else coming out soon?
I just started getting back in the studio. I took some time off to gather up some beats and actually write some music. Yeah, I've just been in the studio. I've been gaming, like I said before.
On your Twitch? Where can everybody watch that Twitch at?
Chevy Woods 4800.
4800. So
like 4800, not the word.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. We'll pop it up on the screen.
Yeah. So,
so you're saying you've been on Twitch heavy? Are you there every week?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So like, I mean, of course I was on tour, and what I did on tour was I just pulled out my phone and started using the Twitch. You know what I mean? And like giving people writing in the city in the title and show number 1, show number 2, show number, and just giving them backstage. Then while the show's going on, show some of this shit.
BTS of the show.
So easy.
Yeah. So you gotta stay engaged over there. You know what I mean? So if you like, so in my mind I was thinking, oh, I'm about to go on tour. How the fuck am I gonna talk to these people? And I just started. You know what I mean? So like I was getting only like 12 to 14 viewers in the chat at one time. So I was like, how the fuck am I gonna build that up and still stay connected? So I started doing the on tour shit, and that shit started getting me more followers. I think it's like 2,500, 3,000 right now.
Fuck yeah.
Is it Twitch people or people coming from Instagram to your Twitch?
So people that come from other social media, for me, how I think is that they're just watching. They're not becoming a part of it fully yet because they just want to see it. The people that are really there, they know what this is already. Yes. You know what I mean? Gotcha. So they're automatic, subscribe, follow.
Oh, I got what.
Those other people, you got to tell them. They got to see it in there. The Nightbot got to write it in there. Like they got.
Oh, you know, you do all that shit. I see those on the stream.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Bot said this. Oh, I need to get my shit set up.
So it's like telling people to join a Discord, get my album, get music. You know what I mean? Follow this, follow that. Let you know when we're doing like giveaways or whatever. Like all of that shit is set up, and that's through Discord. Shout out my homie Dave. Shout out my homie Dred. Shout out my homie Banks. I had no idea, bro. You know what I mean? Like my younger brother put me on this, and then I start seeing the T Grizzly shit. Now somebody went on an interview and told you that they made like what 200K in a month off a fucking video game. You won't go get a video game, right?
That's dope. Hell yeah.
You can take a shot at it. That's the thing about it for me. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I don't. It might not be 200K, but what if it's 50K? What if it's 25K?
Anything positive, and if you're having fun, oh shit, my bank account grew. I think it's worth it.
And you're not having to do extra shit. That's what's really nice.
People just, and then there's some, and then people like there's sometimes I have the camera on. Then there's sometimes where I want them to see the whole thing, so they just see my character. You know what I mean? Then there's sometimes I'm more in Warzone and I got the camera on and they see my reaction to when somebody shoot me or some shit. They clip it, they take it, post it somewhere, and it's funny. Then it becomes something on social media. Yeah. Then somebody's looking at the bottom of the screen like, oh, whose page is this? Then they go over Twitch and start following the stories and shit like
everything
that. So,
like cycles itself.
Yeah, and not just gaming. Like I'll go over there when I leave the studio the next morning or the next afternoon or whatever, I might just put the Twitch on just to play the songs that I just did and just let people hear where I'm going. That's it. Like, I'm just having conversation. Then I switch the title to just chatting. Then I switch back to Warzone. Then I switch back to, you know what I mean? Just
How long you been doing this for?
I had Twitch for a long time, but I never knew how lucrative it was, and I never knew how accepting the community is. You know what I mean? So when you get over there and you're like there on a daily basis, they want to talk on a daily basis. These kids and these grown-ups as well are buying the games that you buy, buying the merch, coming to the shows. You know what I mean? Like
your community.
I'm meeting people that I'm working with. Like, so it's Taylor Gang Gaming, and we have staff. You know what I mean? So the staff is just in the Discord. So we built this without even seeing each other.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So
interesting.
When I went on tour, though, I made sure that when I was in their cities, come out to the show. We gonna meet, blah blah blah, take pictures, whatever, bust it up, smoke a little weed.
He's doing the same shit right now. Exact same thing. He's about to go on tour. They did the Discord, the whole shit.
We just did our first little stop this past weekend. We're going to Chicago this weekend. but it's like your community. I met people like, yo, I'm so and so from the chat. Like, oh, with the little icon with the thing. Like, yeah, all right, cool.
Exactly. And that's what you do it for. You know what I mean? It's just building the community like that. Because also what we're doing is, well, we already been doing it. We give them, there's like a Taylor Gang stream channel. So everybody's getting a chance to promote their shit where they're turning their fucking Twitch on and they're getting 2 viewers. Now they're getting 25, 50 of us being in there making it and like something, you know what I mean? So they're getting
That's a smart
they're
setup.
getting promoted
People you
as
mentioned
well.
are
Like
smart.
there's a food channel, there's a weed channel, it's a whole Discord full of like shit that we're doing. So next we're starting with the giveaway soon. So it's building.
Is Wiz a gamer too?
Nah, he's not, but he just yesterday did follow the Instagram. Taylor Gang gave me Instagram, and when I put that in the chat for them, they didn't see it. They went crazy. You know what I mean? So like they're like, yeah, all right, bet.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And then the cooking. We watched the shit that you've been doing, like videos on cooking. So is this something that is this like a Twitch thing, like a hobby that you're just trying to show everyone, or is it something that you saw like, you know what, I think I'd be good at doing cooking shit?
No, I've been cooking. Without the camera. You know
Yeah,
what I
for
mean?
sure for that. I'm saying like as in the idea for the show, you're like, I'm just gonna record myself making
No,
this shit.
that came with the pandemic.
Oh,
Another
okay.
way of me saying to myself, like the tour shit with the Twitch shit, is how am I gonna reach the fans now that I can't be outside? So that's where the cooking channel came in. I was like, I could do this. Still have the cameraman come over and shoot and shit like that with a mask on and all that shit at the time.
Yep.
And
We were doing that shit too.
Yeah, and still get the shit done. So that's why 10 episodes got done on the first season. I think we're on episode 4 now. I'm about to start finishing the rest of it. And
You gonna do medicated food at all?
yeah, Michelle, we allowed to talk about that? We allowed to talk about that medicated food stuff? My bad. Yeah, so yeah. We're something's going on.
Nice. You have a smirk on your face,
cool.
like
Yeah.
something's happening.
All right.
I'm gonna just keep it that way.
That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
When you smile and go, you'll see.
Yeah,
That's when you
talk
know you're
about
like,
that
oh,
one
it's
next time.
sealed
I
up.
mean, I had to ask first just to be sure, but
yeah.
it wasn't too sure, so
Yeah.
I'll just keep that in
Yeah, let's
pocket.
leave it like
Nice.
that. It's
Until
a
it
tease.
is what
It's a
it is.
cliffhanger.
Man, you're a great example of like really just taking like that fan base and just spreading it out now in different ways and things that you like and like making it make sense for you in a way that it's like, okay, I actually want to do this. It makes sense within my day to make time for all this.
Yep.
And it like gives back to your fans and kind of feeds itself.
Right.
That's how entrepreneurs do it.
Yeah,
Through the
I was just
internet, I
talking
feel
to a
like these
friend.
days.
Anybody that really cared during the pandemic and just put out content, as soon as the pandemic's over, I guarantee all of them felt it. Like, oh, my community is strong as fuck now.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody felt like they were. I mean, you too. I know you recognize people's name. Hey, man, how was that shit? You said you were going to a fucking job interview yesterday, and you see them in the chat again. It's like virtual. It's like pen pals now. Like when
Yeah,
you were a kid,
facts.
you had hella homies. Like it's like going to summer camp. Every time you get in that chat, like, yo, what's up? Oh, you got that job? Good shit. Oh, you got a new car?
Right.
Oh man, it's different, especially during the pandemic. It made everybody come together because everyone was in the same fucking boat. Of, are we gonna die tomorrow? No, we're good. Okay, I still watch this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Everybody got tighter and
Bro, staring at them walls was so bad. Like you just had to be in the house looking at these walls. Of course, it's like it's not incarceration.
no.
because you're free. Like, but at the same time, like I felt like I was about to be bouncing off all of them motherfuckers. Like
It was weird for me to feel like, damn, martial law might go down.
That's
I
all
was
I
like,
cared
that's
about.
what I was like. Even driving back from LA to Orange County a couple times, I'm like, damn, there's gonna be fucking tanks out here one of these times. That's I was as long as that didn't happen, I was good.
Yeah. Where can everybody find you on YouTube? Chevy Woods everywhere.
yep, Chevy Woods, everything except
Twitch
for
is Twitch 4800.
yes, Twitch is Chevy 4800 4800. Shout out to the a-hole that won't let me get my name.
Oh, you got one of those. Oh, I have periods and shit on Twitter because of that.
Yeah, bro. That's like, why would you want to? I mean, well, we're living in a different time now because there's people getting paid off of being somebody else.
Oh, for sure.
So he knows.
I mean, I
yeah,
can't even
I
say
know.
that, but I was gonna say, why would you want to be somebody else? But
Yeah.
there's people getting money off this.
Oh, yeah. I've got.
Yeah,
What are you
to
saying? I've
extort
gotten
dumb
deleted off
people.
of Instagram almost 30 times now. Almost. I'm on what? Account 28 right now, right? And there's about 40 to 50 fake pages of me, just Telegram packs. Here's pill. Will not delete those pages.
Yeah, that's being an asshole. They're not gonna do it.
They're not going to delete the pages that are
No.
selling
I never
shit
thought about
as
that.
me, but they delete me every month. This seems like I've had this page for 2 months now, though. So we'll see, man.
Yeah.
It's weird, bro.
It is weird.
It's a weird space. Like my first Instagram name was Chevy Bags at first, and then, of course, my goofy ass thought it was something different. You know what I mean? Than Twitter, and you're not supposed to connect it. You know what I mean? So I just had separate. You know what I mean?
Different shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it clicked in like, yo, you're supposed to be the same person there over here.
Tried. And I did the same thing too. I used a name from fucking Anchorman. Everybody's like, your name's Brian. I go, why? Why do you fucking think? Oh yeah. Yeah. So I that social media shit didn't happen until recently. So I get you. No, dude, I just want to say thank you so much for coming. Thank you for taking the time to come out here and smoking it up. Appreciate you.
Actually, finish this off.
Smoke it up.
I
Smoke it up.
appreciate
So next, you're working on your next project right now. Everybody can follow you at Chevy Woods everywhere except Twitch. Chevy Woods 4800.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Mark, you have anything else you wanted to add?
You guys are big into UFC, right? Or no?
Yeah, I mean, I watch it a lot.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Do you got like a favorite fighter? Top three?
style bender, bro.
All right. Oh, that's the guy.
Yeah. We're trying to get him both.
Get him
Adesanya.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has a
Style
I
bender.
don't want to fuck that name up.
He's got a fight coming up, right? Or no? Is it in Dubai coming up? Or no?
I'm not sure.
I'm
Is it
I'm
in
real
Dubai?
indecisive about
I
this.
think it
UFC
might be.
shit.
I think it might be. I think
fights
it's
a
on
lot.
Fighter Island. Is that that's what they call
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, we've never been to one, but
Oh, I know. We
wanna
gotta go, man.
And we were finally like, all right, let's go. And I looked, and there's not a fucking UFC anywhere near here for the rest of the year.
Sorry, bro.
But
Yeah, we got a couple UFC guys coming on soon. I'm excited. I'm excited.
You
It's
ever been to
gonna
a
be cool.
boxing match,
Not in person. No, I haven't seen any of that shit, dude.
bro? It's violent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I fuck up not going to events.
If
Yeah,
you ever
no,
get
we
a,
gotta
if you
go.
ever get a chance on YouTube, look at Badu Jack, like BADU Jack, and put cut open,
Oh,
bro.
Damn.
We were there, bro.
wait, is this recent?
This was maybe like 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about the
4
cut I
years
saw.
ago. Just look at it, bro.
horrible.
I'm talking about from boxing gloves and maybe like a headband or something, but his shit was like, bro, I'm talking about when the punch land, he was still fighting.
With that open?
Bro, he had a mass of blood.
Yeah.
When the punch hit, it's
Oh,
like it went out
Like
to
Raging Bull
like a
and shit?
Sprite, like how Sprite cold
Yeah.
Sprites
Oh,
open. It was like,
That's a description now. Hell.
I'm telling you, bro. UFC
Yeah.
fights might be different because it's a little more like enclosed, but the boxing
There's,
it
like,
goes straight
walls,
out.
yeah.
Like as soon as you
Oh
punch, it
God,
goes
I never
straight
thought
out.
about that. Like
All
the
those-
most famous people sit right at the.
Oh,
around
they've
the
had
ring.
blood on them before, bro. They have.
You got like a
I never even thought about that shit.
Yeah.
fucking movie stars. and
Steve.
fucking- Damn, do you go to UFCs?
I've been to Bellator.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've been to Bellator.
Damn, I need to go to something in
twice.
person. I do.
Is Wiz still training MMA?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like, I saw somebody like challenge him to a boxing match or some shit. I'm like,
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, you got to be. I
yeah,
mean,
like
you got to have.
he's been training MMA for some years now.
Some
right?
people do it for their self, for their peace, for their, you know what I mean,
Yeah, of course.
sanity. You know what I mean, for defense.
It's the best way to
protection.
exercise.
That's all it's for. It's like I'm walking to the store. Get away from me.
It's not on offense. Like I'm gonna go look
Yeah.
for somebody to do this too.
Nah,
That's
fuck
like,
no.
Of course. Yeah. I think that's most people. Like,
Yeah.
most people that are in MMA.
But
Nah, you got some assholes out there.
oh, for sure.
that just
you
want
see
to
those.
fucking leave the gym jacked up after they did it and be like, I'm going to the bar tonight, tequila.
Oh,
I know a
God.
couple
and
of
then
those
get the
people.
pushing and
Get shot.
put somebody in a headlock that ain't supposed to be,
That's
you
not
know,
supposed to be.
You
That's-
know, boxers' hands are registered, right?
Yeah, that shit's sad.
Yeah. So like UFC, I don't know how that works.
Hold on. Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Or is that
Yes.
a myth?
No, that's real.
That's weapons.
Yeah, that's assault.
That's a fact. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I didn't know. In my mind, I've never known if that was real or not.
You got to register your hands if you're
That
a
is a
professional
badass
boxer.
thing to say. What are you doing here? I gotta go register my fucking hands with the city.
Why you think they got a committee?
Okay.
They got a committee for
shit.
it. Las Vegas got that whole committee for boxing.
Oh, to register you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that.
Damn.
Before we get out of here real quick,
Yep.
you guys know, speaking of fighting, you guys know Tom Hardy, the actor? Guy that played Bane and shit. And that motherfucker just entered the Open Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu World Championship and won.
Damn.
For real? Is he actually a big guy out of that?
I don't know, man. He looks like he's probably like 6 foot. But he's a pretty big motherfucker. But it shows him winning in the gi and everything. And he's all bearded and shit.
Damn.
This motherfucker just went in the open competition and won the whole thing.
It's full circle. I'm glad that's a good spinoff for
For a new movie?
You know the Batman movie. You know what stadium he did that to, right? Remember him in the stadium?
When he blew that shit up?
Yeah, when the football player was running and shit.
That was a Heinz Field, was it?
Yes.
Was it really?
Yes.
Damn.
Why'd they pick that city of all cities?
What the fuck you mean?
Why would they want to blow up Steelers spot? I don't get it.
I mean,
Is it a bad thing? Is that what you're saying?
No, you know that movie. Some of that movie was actually just shot in It was shot.
Oh,
in
I had
Pittsburgh.
no idea. Damn,
Yeah.
does it look like Gotham over there?
Downtown.
I've never been
Yeah,
there.
some of downtown definitely does.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was the movie was shot. Some of it over there.
I didn't
He looked
realize
up shit.
any
He's
of
like, was
this.
there any movies ever filmed in Pittsburgh?
Zach and Mary.
Zach and Miri make a porno. That's exactly
Yep,
what I
that's
brought
what he
up.
said.
That's where the fucking school they used.
Yeah.
That's the high school I went to.
Get outta here.
No bullshit.
Damn.
That's the and they made, and the funniest thing is, right? They like I lived on like 2 streets. This time I'm gonna end it off with this. I lived like 2 streets down from there. It was snowed out. So how it's snowing for real?
In the beginning when they're just flying.
On the car, it was really like that. But they put trailers in front of our houses. They put shit on the doors, like no cars parked. Like they bought the shit like from the city. Like no matter if you was like renting houses there,
Doesn't matter.
get your fucking shit. If you owned a house, they wasn't gonna do shit. But if you was renting a house, like they figured all this shit out, whose doors to put the shit on and not all of that shit. Movies go deep, bro.
Yeah.
They do it right here too.
Yeah, because of course this is the biggest place to do that shit at. But they were like, these are like side streets, like in a little neighborhood, bro. And like they made it seem like they were going to like a far out high school. That shit was across the street where they were fucking shooting.
Fuck out of here.
So when you seen a car drive
It
up the
slides up.
driveway, the shit came from right there at the bottom of the hill.
Easiest film shit ever then.
It's
Smart.
It's camera
Super
work.
smart. Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, right.
They save days doing it like that.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you.
having me, bro.
Everybody, Chevy Woods everywhere. Chevy Woods
Spotify,
4800
Apple Music.
Twitch. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here.
For sure.
sir.
I
Marty.
got high, had fun. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Guys, this has been another episode of the Dope as Usual podcast. Have a dope ass day. All right. I'm surprisingly pretty high off 2 joints.
2.
What is that? Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, man. Yo, I've been trying to get Justin. I didn't want to say put him on blast too hard. That motherfucker.